Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for Saturday with Stacey class YouTube number 284. And it's just lovely. I'm so excited to finally be able to do this YouTube. I have wanted this product from Sizzix since last year, but couldn't get it. But then I think to myself, okay, well, if I had done this YouTube last year when I really wanted to, then I wouldn't have the Inky Antics product that I have this year for you to work in conjunction with the Sizzix product. So I have to be thankful. Good things come to those that wait. And you just never know when a door closes. Couldn't do it last year. A window opens. I get to do it this year, and I get exclusive stamps from Inky Antics along with some of their best-selling stamps. So I'm really happy. Now, it is a die cutting, stamping, coloring YouTube, and it's working with envelopes and anyway, I'll get to that in just a minute. First things I want to tell you is that last week was our flash sale from Spellbinders, and I know some of it sold out very quickly. I am really sorry that it did. We had some phone calls on Sunday from people who weren't able to get to the YouTube on Saturday, which I totally get. I understand you all have lives and you see this when you get the chance to see it, and some of you might even have to chunk it a little 15 minutes of Stacey here and 15 minutes of Stacey there and maybe 15 minutes of Stacey there so that you finally can watch the entire thing. But that's why I say there's limited quantities. If you think you might like them, pause me and go and place your order, because we're always able to cancel your order. Preferably, if you watch the YouTube and you decide you don't want it, you call us or email us right away and cancel the order so that product becomes available for the next customer. But that way you kind of secure your product because it is allocated to you once you hit the submit button. But I wish that there was a way that we were able to be big enough to have lots and lots of that item, but that's really, I can only bring in what the manufacturer has and what they're willing to sell to us. So while the YouTube is entirely up to me, what product I YouTube and what I bring to you, that makes my heart happy. The quantities of the product are sometimes, a lot of times, most oftentimes, I'm pretty much always left up to the manufacturer. I don't get to dictate, I want this many. They get to tell me. So, and that's kind of the caveat that I play, because I don't let them dictate to me what I can YouTube or what I will YouTube. They don't get to tell me, well, we'd like you to YouTube this product for us. I have to be okay with it. Well, for that, then they have to also be okay. I have to be okay with the amount of product that they allow us to sell. So for those of you who missed out on the flash sale, the layering bundle, I'm very sorry. Please know that there may be some cancellations, and if there is, we will put them back online at the exact same price. My staff didn't even get to buy them. My SMS girls, they didn't even get the opportunity to buy them. So if there's anything left after everything is said and done, I will put them back online at the exact same price, and hopefully you can pick it up then. Why am I telling you that now? Well, today is not a flash sale, but I am very limited on the Sizzix product. I have not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds to sell. I don't even have hundreds and hundreds to sell. I have, I think, less than 200 of any of these items from Sizzix. And again, that's based off of what quantity they had to sell. I'm sure if they had 450 of everything, they would have said, oh, Stacey, just sell till your little heart's content. But they didn't. So here's my pause face. If you think there's something you might want to order, go look at it now. Look at it now. You can always cancel your order, but please do it quickly if after you've decided you don't want it, because then that holds, you're allocating the product to your order, and if you decide, oh, I don't want it, and then you just never cancel the order, well, then the next person who wants it doesn't get it at the sale price. So if you think you might want some of the Sizzix product, I recommend you stop, you go, you look, you purchase it, and then you come back, watch the YouTube, and make sure you love it. Then if not, we can always cancel it for you, because I am limited. It is not a flash sale, but I am limited to how much I have. Now, the Inky Antics stamps also, there's not a huge amount, especially on the exclusive ones. So I just want to give you the forewarning. And if something is sold out, put your name on the notify me list. If you need help doing that, call and we'll walk you through it. And that way, if somebody cancels, everybody gets a notification. And as cancellations happen, every time you add yourself to the notify me list, you get an email to where eventually you're the only one left on that list who wants that product. And if one comes available, you're the only one who knows about it. So it's beautiful stuff. I mean, the samples are amazing. My staff did samples. Ellis and Sizzix did samples for us. Inky Antics and Art Gone Wild and Friends did samples. So I think you're going to love, love, love what I have for you. Now, I'm going to read off the Winter Chicken Dinner super quick so we can get right to it. And, Shop Hop update, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th are shipping. If you have an order that is not yet paid for from the 13th, the 14th, or the 15th, please give us a call and make arrangements for payment or pay that PayPal invoice we've been sending you. We would really, really appreciate it. We have one customer who has 22 orders, and she's not going to be paying any of them. She just let us know, well, I didn't know if I really wanted the product or not, so I bought it with pay later. So all of that product that and it's hundreds of SKUs, hundreds of items, that could have been available for some of you. So if you did place your order, just give us a call and let us take your payment over the phone, or we can send you another PayPal invoice, or even if you have to say, I can't pay it this week, let me pay it next week. We would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so very much. So the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th are being processed, picked, filled, QC'd, and shipped. And I know lots and lots of you have already received your orders. So big hugs for sending us emails saying, I got it. That makes my heart happy. All right. Now for Winter Chicken Dinner. I know 22 orders she has no intention of paying for. My heart just, when she told me that on the phone, I just, okay. Okay. So our Winter Chicken Dinners, which is the Spellbinders Warehouse sale, you're not going to get the layering bundle. I'm sorry, we're sold out. But you are going to get the indie bundle. That was $112 for $32.99 or something close to that. Two of you have won. Our first one is Katrina Sim. Is that you, Katrina? Are you our winner? I'm doing that so hopefully it zooms in. Oh, hello, Katrina. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. I can see my ponytail going. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. Wahoo. Kachoo. For you. I have this tiny little screen that I can see. It's literally no bigger than like 2 inches by 2 inches, if it's even that. But I can see my little ponytail flapping around. All right. You have a friend, Katrina. You have a friend. She's also one. Are you ready? If your first name is Denise, every Denise is going, yes. Is it me? Is it me? Well, if it's Denise Simpson, it sure is. Hello, Denise Simpson. I'm going to do that so hopefully it zooms in. Hello. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. Wahoo. Kachoo. For you. Now, how do you girls both claim your prizes? It's so easy. Go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Look for the link that says Winter Chicken Dinner. It's up at the top. Click it. Follow the directions. You have got 30 dates from the original air date of this YouTube to claim your prize. And if we don't hear from you, it goes in the land of misfit prizes that we use for our anniversary sale. So don't let that happen. Also, we have announced the Creativation winners from the posts on Facebook and the Creative World winners from the posts on Facebook while I was traveling. If you go to Facebook, they're in 2 different posts. Look for them because you want to claim your prize that way too. You don't want to leave a good prize behind. Now, so Denise and Katrina, get them emails off to us and we'll get your prizes out to you. And I hope you enjoy the indie bundle that you're going to get. It was $112, almost $113 worth of product that you're going to get. That is definitely a wahoo kachoo. Now, today I have got Sizzix and I have got Inky Antics and I've got exclusive and I've got limited. And it's all about happy mail and snail mail. I can't remember a time in my life, especially as a child, where getting something in the mail, actually mailed to you, did not make my heart happy. I mean, as a little girl, or a little boy, you go out there and mom hands you a card from grandma or from auntie or whomever, and it's like your whole world lights up because you got something in the mail. These days, everything is this and that. It's invites and birthday cards and even wedding invitations. And I understand how easy it is to do that, and that it takes less time and you're able to be more productive. But I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like getting something in the mail or having something handed to you that was handmade just for you. Somebody's heart went into whatever they've sent you or whatever they've given you. Somebody's heart and their creativity, their art. They made you art. And yes, a card is art. If you made it, that is your fine art. Absolutely. If you've made somebody a layout or a mini album, you made art. Truly, you did. It's not just a mini album. It is your thought and your feeling and your emotion and your creative choices, all there for somebody to see. And there's just nothing better than getting something like that, especially in the mail. So why not have it start with the best first impression and decorate the envelope? And Sizzix has come out with some fabulous dies to do that. Inky Antics has got some wonderful stamps, as do I, with some exclusive stamps. But the beauty thing about the stamps is that you don't just have to use them to decorate envelopes. You can use them for just about anything. And I have got so many samples. Oh my goodness gracious. It's going to take time just to go through the samples. But I think if you ever have the opportunity to give somebody or to mail somebody something unexpectedly, it certainly does take a frown and takes a frown and turns it upside down, because we all know that when we receive something from somebody, it was sent with love and caring and friendship and thoughtfulness. And no matter what level of crafter you are, or what level of scrapbooker or card maker, or it just doesn't matter. The point is, you made it, you did it, and you thought enough of me to send it. So I want to show you what we have today, because I think they're so pretty. And when you just add a little flair to that envelope, it's like that first introduction. It's like, oh, you're excited before you even open it up. It's amazing because you know what's inside. You know that somebody took time and love and care to make whatever is inside. So I'm going to get started for today. I have got the make and take I'm going to show you, and I think I'm going to tilt down, and hopefully you enjoy this YouTube as much as I will, because I've been waiting so long to do this. I'm very excited. All right, down we go. Bye, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to zoom on in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Tilt on down. Zoom. How's that? Does that look good? Okay. How cute is this, right? So this is an exclusive set for Scrapbooking Made Simple by Inky Antics that's meant to do envelopes, but it does so much more. Look at it, says Happy Mail for, and then you'd put their name, address, and everything, and the little for the stamp. They're just darling, and this is the free make and take that is going on downstairs. Here we did it in the blue. So those who are downstairs right now are, well, not now because we start at 8 and the make and take starts around 9:15, 9:30. So this is what they'll be making if you're able to get to our retail store. And they're just super cute, but they get better because when you turn them over, ta-da! The liner to the envelope is a Sizzix die. How stinking cute is that? See what I mean by it's amazing. Even before they open it up, they already know it's something special. And then that finishing touch on everything. And that's just cute Lawn Fawn paper. Isn't that darling? And then here I have it in the red. So we did it in the red. And then, ta-da! And those are little hearts that are cut out. The Sizzix die will let you cut out the little hearts. How cute is this? And then whatever you put inside is just that much better. Now, we're going to start from the beginning, and I think that that's really important. I'm going to start very, very basic and then expand upon that. So we're going to stamp and color for just a little bit, and then we're going to be die cutting. But I think it's important that I explain for newbies about stamping. So this is a clear stamp set. It's from Inky Antics. It's darling, absolutely adorable. It has different small stamps that you can use repetitively to make a design. And this set here is all about seasons. So you have spring, and you have one for Easter, and you have one for Valentine's, and one for Halloween, and one for birthday, and one for summer. And here's winter and Christmas and fall. So this one little stamp set, while it doesn't look like much in the packaging, oh, what it does is amazing. And you don't have to just use it for envelopes. No, no, no. If you're doing a layout and you need to add a little bit of detail around a matted picture, these are perfect, especially since they go with any theme that you're working on. Just lovely. Now they are small, and I want to peel, well, I'm going to peel this one off. This is and they are clear. So they're a polymer plastic or a polymer acrylic, which allows you to cling them onto a stamp block. This is a set of blocks. So if you're a new stamper, you're going to want to get something like this. Each of these pops out, and this cute little stamp will cling right to it. And then you can peel it off. And then you can put it on. And then you can peel it off. And if it stops clinging to it, probably it's dirty from your fingers. So you just wash your block and you wash your stamp, and then magically you put it back on again. Stamps and dies are really more like tools. They're something that you will have forever, use forever. You can even pass them on down. They don't go out of style. It's not like tape where when you use it you buy a whole new roll. No, these you'll be able to use today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and the next 5 years. Once you buy them, they're yours forever. And that's a really nice thing, because that's where you want to put your money on things that you're going to be able to use for a long period of time. Same with the blocks. Really, this is a set of blocks. I think it retails for $12.50. It's from Do Crafts. I know companies that sell one block this size for that price. Once you buy the blocks, you never have to buy them again. So no matter whose blocks you buy, whether you like the Tim Holtz blocks or you like L'Enfant's blocks, or you want to be price conscious and hit the Do Crafts blocks because they're like $12.50, doesn't matter whose you own, and it doesn't matter if you have a couple from this company and a couple from that company, and maybe you even picked up a whole bunch of them at a dollar yard sale. Wahoo Kachoo. You can use these again and again and again. So I'm going to pop out my small block because I want to use a block that's close to the size of what I'm stamping. In fact, I might even be able to use a smaller block. This is the large set from Do Crafts. I might even be able to use the smaller block. So these are the two sets that Do Crafts sells. If you were to buy both of them, no two sizes overlap, and they do come in the nice little foam storage, which makes my heart happy because I lose everything. Pretty much like a okay, so there it is. All right, I'm going to pick my cute, well, you know what, I'm gonna do, because it's close to, well, Valentine's Day passed. Well, I'm still gonna, no, okay. So Valentine's Day, I've got my little hearts on there. I think what I want to show you quickly, and maybe that's what I'll do, and then I'll go back to my little flowers, is I want to show you different inks. So I have today my Hero Arts India ink and my Memento ink. These are the two inks that I would recommend using because I'm going to be using Tombow markers with them. And I don't want my inks to bleed. I don't want to put my Tombow marker on it and then the black just get all smeary. Either one of these two inks is going to allow you to use watercolor pencils. You could palette paint with your Tombos. You could use Copics. It's up to you. These two will not bleed or smear once you stamp with it and you put something else on top of it. You can't say that about all inks, and you need to be sure that you're using the right ink. Now there is a difference between these two inks. This is a dye-based ink and this is a dye-based India ink, so it's a little more permanent. And when we get to the bigger stamp, I'm going to show you the difference in the color. This is a soft black. This is a little bit more of a black. So again, this is more like mascara. That's a soft black. If you're buying your Maybelline mascara and you see soft black on the label, that's what this would be, a nice soft black. Whereas this would be your black, going out Friday night, want those big black eyelashes. That's what you're going to get with this. They both are wonderful inks, and either one of them is going to work well for you. But I do want to show you what happens. So I'll do it on the back side of my... Okay. Well, I can't decide. Okay. So I've stamped my first stamp. Pretty easy peasy. And then if I wanted to clean this, I just take my baby wipe and it's going to come clean. That's the beauty of your Memento ink, is that your stamp is going to come clean. Now it's going to be a little different if you use your Hero Arts India ink. India ink is more like a permanent ink. So when I do this, beautiful impression, but when I go to clean it, my stamp is now stained. For me, that's not a problem. It's not that this is now going to stamp black every time. No. It's going to be fine, and I could put any other color ink over it and stamp again, and that black is not going to come off. But it does stain your stamps. For me, I don't mind it at all because it actually allows me to see my stamped image better before I'm stamping it. I can see what it is I'm stamping, so I don't mind it being stained. Some of you might, and that's a call that you have to make, so then you would want to use your Memento. I like them both, but I'll tell you, in the bigger stamps, the black is really nice. So I'm going to put my little flower one back on because I like the little flowery one, which is for spring. And I'm just putting it right on my block. Now what's this? This is a gush pad. What's a gush pad? Well, this is half of one. This allows you to make really good contact between your paper and your stamp. So if I'm stamping on a hard image, I don't have anything for this paper to kind of sink down into so that my stamp makes really good contact. And sometimes if you don't have that, you can get a hole, what's called a hole, an empty space where your stamp didn't stamp all the way on. A gush pad is going to let you have some flexibility, some gush. So when I push down on it, the stamp has something to sink into, the paper has something to sink into, and it makes a better impression, especially when using larger stamps. Now, our gush pad is about twice this size. It's an 8.5 by 11, and it's $1.99. Doris also sells one, and that was the one we originally sold. It's bigger, it's huge. It's like an 11 by 14, if not, or maybe an 11 by 17. And it's $3.99. Either one of them is going to work well for you. Actually, I'm just going to leave that out. Either one of them is going to work well for you. But you do need one. Now I'm going to stamp down at the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of go all the way across. 1, 2, 3, and let's ink it back up. And I'm just going to put my pattern all the way across. And I'm not going to be worried if it's not totally straight. And I'm not doing chest compressions. I'm just giving really nice all over pressure. I got it on my nail and now I got it on the envelope. Now I'm just going all the way down my envelope to decorate the bottom of it. And that's why this stamp set's so cute from Inky Antics, because you get 9 different stamps and they do the different seasons and the different holidays. So even if you don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time decorating an envelope, this is super simple. Okay. Oh, see, I got it on my fingers. I got it on my fingers, so it got on my envelope. Don't do what I did. And then I could take my baby wipe and just clean off my stamp pad. Now, I've got it all the way across. And now it's up to me what to do with it. I'm gonna cover up my Hero Hues and put that back. Now I'm just gonna grab some markers. And you need a marker that is not going to bleed through. Tombos are not gonna bleed through. And you do have the bullet point or the brush tip. These are the dual tip markers from Tombow. I've got my stamp over here. Even if I wipe it off, it's still going to be stained. I don't care because I actually can see it, line it up better, but it's your call. Now I'm just gonna go in here and I could just take my little Tombow marker and literally just do a quick color. Just do a super quick color. Because maybe you just have a few minutes to decorate the envelope. It was a last minute thought to do it, and you want to be quick, but you want it to be cute. So then let's take maybe my blue. And just color. Now the Tombows are not going to bleed through, which are important. If I was doing this with Copic marker or any alcohol ink marker, it would bleed through my envelope. Envelopes are not the same thickness as paper. It's not 100-pound or 80-pound. Envelopes are much thinner. Look at how cute it's getting, right? Super cute. Okay, let's add another color. And I'm just gonna color right in. And I'm not being uber careful, I'm just really wanting to get it in there. I want it to be quick and darling. Okay, and then I guess we'll do a green for the last one. Super easy peasy. I can already hear all of you. What? No yellow? Because yellow's my go-to color. Well, of course there'll be yellow. For the centers of all the flowers. Zoop, zoop, zoop. For the centers of all my flowers. So what markers do you have? You can certainly try them on your envelope. Just know that you don't want a marker that's going to bleed through, and alcohol-based markers will absolutely bleed through. Okay, super quick, super easy, but I can already hear you. But I don't like, see, and then you'd put Mr. SMS at 18909 Soledad Canyon Road. Okay, so mine's not the best writing. But how cute is that? But I can already hear you say, but I don't like that line right there. Okay, let's get rid of it. What color is going to make our heart happy? I want a lighter blue. Do I have a lighter blue in here? Oh, maybe not blue. Oh, I don't know, maybe. It's a little green, but that's okay. So, what if I just took and trimmed out a piece of paper? You have scratch paper. I know you have scratch paper. I'm positive. You would not be freehanding. You would be using your trimmer so you get a nice straight edge all the way across. I am freehanding. And then I could put it there. Let's grab some Stacey tape. Oh, wow. I got really close to a perfect 1/4 inch. Holy smokes, artichokes. And then let's line it on up. And then I can trim off my edges. Shoop. Look how cute is that? To put in the mail, darling, right? And it was just from this super easy little set that has, like I said, the Valentine's and birthday and Christmas and fall. It has a little bit of something, and it's really affordable. I want to say it's like $7.95. And I just took a piece of scratch paper to finish off the edge so it has a finished edge. So easy. But let's move on. Let's go to the next thing. Let's try something that's a little bit more out of the box. This is my set. One of my sets. And you may look at it and go, but I don't understand. I hear you. I get it. You know what? I'm going to take my little stamp right off. I'm going to put him right back where he belongs so I don't lose him. And I'm going to take... Now you have 2 different flourishes on here. You have 2. So that means you have 2 different designs that you can use. I'm going to grab my block, put my other one away. Put it right onto my acrylic block. And the nice thing about the acrylic blocks is that they're gridded. So I can be sure that my straight lines are lined up straight. I think that's pretty straight because there's grids in them. So I can line things up. Now, let's grab another envelope. Make sure the flap is going in the right direction. That's really important. So I can go here. And then there. So let's ink. So this time I'm going to use just my Memento. And do I want it this way? Do I want it this way? I don't know how I want it. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3. And let's see what I get. No, a little bit off on the side. So let me try again. Let me grab another envelope and let's try again. Yeah, see, I can see it's still there. I didn't get a good stamp. Where's my other one? Maybe I'll go this way and then that way. Let's try again. So I'm going to ink up. Wipe that off so I don't get it all over me. And let's go up here. And give a good push, but no chest compressions. Doing this isn't going to help. You need to have good all over pressure, but not chest compressions. And let's see, did I do better this time? Oh, I did. I did better this time. Yay. So there's one. Now let's ink it up again. And this time I'm going to do it this way. Probably should have tried to center it. Ready? Okay, let's go. And up. Yay! All right, so now I've got a perfect place to put something in the middle. And I have got, you can absolutely put your address in the middle. And to whom in the address. You've got room for your stamp up here without question. I've got thinking of you, I love you. That's why these can be used for also just a card. But it makes a perfect little place to put your address and just kind of add a little something, something. And like I said, you have two of them. So I could have used this design here and done it, or I could have used one of each. But if you want to make it a little bit more than what it is, then all you have to do is take your marker. Do I like this color? Let's try on a piece of scratch paper. Do I like that color? Well, that's a little light. Oh, that's pretty. Then all I have to do is take my marker, my Tombow, and kind of just go right over the top of my already stamped image. And because it's not going to move with the Tombow, you don't have to worry about the black getting all over the place. I could just take, and because I've got that brush tip, which is part of the dual tip markers, I could just take it and outline. Take a little bit of the green and just add a little bit of an outline to everything. And all it's going to do is add a little bit more of an accent to it. I'm not coloring at all. I'm just taking and outlining where the black lines are to add a little bit of a shadow to it. And look at the difference that it makes. Just that little bit of outlining. And you can just run it up one side of the black line and bring it down the other. And in no time at all, you've decorated your envelope. So pretty. Look at how easy that is. And now I could put in here whomever I'm addressing it to, or happy birthday, or thinking of you, or thank you, or love you, or whatever you want to stamp in there. And it really doesn't take much time at all and no coloring. All I'm doing is going on the outside of the line and then the outside of the line to make a nice little shadow. And you can pick the color that makes your heart happy. But look at how simple that was. Stamp first in your black or your brown or your blue. If you're using Memento, you can use any, there's 36 different colors of Memento ink. I didn't have to do black. And then come back through with whatever marker you have that is not going to bleed. It's important that it doesn't bleed through the back. You don't want it to bleed through the back. It doesn't even bleed inside. That's important. So I could sit here and finish this one. I know I say I'm never going to do that, and I always do it anyway. But I just think when it's all done, it's so pretty. And I'm not being careful. I'm just outlining it. I'm just making pretty. So that's using a set that you might have looked at and said, I don't get it. What do I do with that? Look at how cute. Makes my heart happy. Then I could stamp here too if I wanted. So that's using a set that you may look at and go, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But if you're making a nice card and you want to use these for your card as opposed to your envelope, then you can put whatever you want in. And because you have two totally different designs, you can have the bottom design, top and bottom. You could have these two work together and have it both on the same side. It's really up to you. It's how it makes your heart happy. But these are exclusive. And then of course the thinking, it's thinking of you, love you, I love you, thank you. Lots of things that you can stamp in. Okay, so that's the next one. So far we've done just a super cute little coloring at the bottom. We've done a little bit more elegant and easy, but from a set that you might go, huh? Now let's play with something a little bit more bold. Let's get into something a little bit more bold. And I'm going to take this one. And again, this is an exclusive set. And this is where I think I want to show you quickly the difference between the black Hero Hues India ink and the Memento ink. I think that this is a good one to show you because it's big enough for you to see the difference. So again, it's a clear stamp. I'm just going to peel it right off. Did I just do that? Oh, that's my dot, dot, dot. Ha. My little dot, dot, dot. Okay, there we go. I'm going to peel it right off and put this over there, and I'm going to grab my big block right here and put it on. Now you may want to take an eraser and erase these. There's a little bit of maybe residue on them. You might want to wash them with Palmolive or Dawn dishwashing detergent, or you can also just ink with them and do what's called a stamp off. So your first few impressions may not be your best impressions if it's a brand new stamp. You may just want to take it and do, I'm going to grab just a piece of inexpensive copy paper and just press, 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 and pull. Oh, not bad from my first stamp. And then let's ink it one more time. So people have lots of different ways of priming their stamps when they're first using them. From, like I said, an eraser to erase them, to Dawn dishwashing detergent and just rinsing them off with a little bit of Palmolive or Dawn, or to stamping off. It's really up to you. Okay, oh, I'm off my block. Okay, so it's pretty much ready to go. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by showing you the differences between the two colors of ink, because I think that this will let me show you and you'll be able to see it pretty clearly because the stamp is fairly big. So I'm inking up with my Memento, and this Memento was freshly re-inked, so I put a lot of black on here. And let's do the side. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I wanna make sure I make really good connection between them. Try to make sure I have good pressure. And pull. So there's my Memento. A little light there, but there's my Memento. It's kind of a soft black, and you can see that the ink pretty much came off my stamp when I stamped with it. There's not much ink left. Now I'm going to use my Hero Hues. This is going to stain my stamp. I'm okay with it. It actually makes it easier for me to see. So I inked it up. You can see it's going to stay that color from here on out. And I'm going to go next to it and give good all over pressure. Now, if you have trouble with pressure, you can absolutely use a stamping platform, or I can turn the stamp upside down and use it that way. Let me show you. I'll show you what I mean. Let's see if I can get this done. Okay, so hopefully you can see. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. This is a sharper, darker image. It's a little bit more intense black. It really just depends upon whether you want that more intense black or if you're okay with the Memento, which is perfectly fine too. They both are great. Now, I was talking about turning it upside down. And what I mean by that is laying my stamp here and putting my paper on top so that I don't have to add any pressure at all. If I do that and lay my paper right on top, just grab a piece of copy paper. That way I don't get the ink all over my hands. Give a good back rub. That might be easier for you than trying to stamp with a larger stamp if you don't have a stamping platform. We do not carry stamping platforms. Lots of wonderful companies do. So you get a nice all over. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is a little bit more, it's a little darker than the Memento here. It's just got a little bit more depth of color in the black. You can especially see it along the outsides. These two are darker than here. And it may not make any difference to you. And if it doesn't, don't run out and buy India ink unless you really, really want it. If you've already got a Memento, you're good to go, especially if it's gonna bother you that your stamp is now inked black. Up to you. So let's grab an envelope. Keep getting my fingers all over them. And I'm going to ink up again. And I'm going to make sure, so I want it on the outside edge. I'm going to lay it down. Grab my piece of paper. That way I don't get ink all over my hands, and thereby transferring it onto my lovely white envelope. Give a nice press. Nice back massage. And let's see what I got. Oh, yay. Now, I can come in, oh, I smeared just a little bit. I can come in and start taking my markers and coloring to whatever makes my heart happy. I can take, I think we used the light blue, and we went in and we colored. Color. Color. So I've started adding my light blue, and then I can take my darker blue, and I can go and just fill in. And because it's a doodly stamp, you don't have to be precise, you just want to get it in there. And I'm using that brush tip to do it from the Tombow markers. And you can color as much as you want or as little as you want. You could have just left it black and not done any coloring at all, but just decorate the outside of the envelope. So I've started. Then, of course, depending on which set you have, here's for your little stamp, to put your little stamp there. I like the little one. Here's for my little stamp. And I can ink that up, and it's going to stain because I'm using that India ink. Make sure my envelope is going in the right direction. Oh, of course it's not. Well, I put mine on the edge of where you want your stamp. All right, improvise. There's my little stamped image. I could go back in with my marker. And because it's the India ink or the Memento, that black is not going to smear. And just add a little color around. I think that's the hardest thing with the envelopes, is making sure that you put them in the right direction. See, Doris, I did it too. She did it. I did it too. Oops. But look at there. Now it looks fabulous, right? And then you can use the words. We use the Happy Mail 4, and then put their name and address. It's easy to do, and it just adds a little something. But what if you want to die cut? Well, the dies are amazing. So Sizzix has several dies that do envelopes, and there's really the two main sets that I like the most are this one here, which is 663-586, because it gives you kind of the base die, which is made for a larger envelope. It's made for a 5x7 envelope. But you can, if you need to, you can cut it down. But what I really like about it is it has all these little triangular pieces and add-on pieces that are beautiful. And then here's probably the most useful one, which is the 662-792. And this does A2 envelopes and A7. So A2 and 5.5, 5x7. But A6 is so close that you're going to be able to use your A2 with the A6. If you were to have both of these, you can interchange all the little pieces, which are so nice. So I'm going to take and put this one here for now. I'm going to take this one and we're going to die cut. So let's grab a piece of paper. That makes my heart happy. Ooh. Let's use some of the pretty. Ooh. All right. My die fits right on there without any problem. I'm going to bring over my Big Shot machine. Sizzix Big Shot machine. So this die is going to work with a Big Shot machine, with a Platinum Spellbinders machine, with a a Vagabond, a Big Kick, almost any machine that's at least 6 inches wide. Your Gemini machine, it's going to be fine. This is a wafer die. It is considered a chemically etched die. So it is a wafer thin die, and you can see how thin it is. And I'm going to be using it with my standard multi-purpose platform, which is what comes with your machine. Now this is the standard size. Your machine is, or your platform is going to be much longer. The standard size is sold separately. Is it mandatory to have this? No. Everything that I do on this, you're going to be able to do with a larger size platform. It's the exact same platform, only longer. This one is just handy to have because it's not so cumbersome. However, if you already have the long one, and the short one sells for I think $24.99 or $29.99, man, I'd rather see you guys get the dies than another platform unless you absolutely positively have to have it. Now, I've got my platform completely closed because this is a wafer die, a chemically etched die. So I'm going to keep my platform completely closed. I don't need to open it to any of the tabs. This is also an open frame die, which means that there's nothing in the middle. I can put my whole hand through it. In fact, there's no structure, no die in the middle, which makes it a very easy die to cut. It's not intricate at all. I've got my plate down, my cut plate. I've got my die. I've got my do not cut plate on top, which is going to help keep my rolling very easy, as opposed to having two plates that are completely warped. Your plates will get cut into, and they will eventually warp, and they might even eventually crack. That's okay. Use them until they just don't work for you anymore. So I rolled it through one time. One cut should be enough. Out it comes. It's already scored. So all you have to do is fold, and it fits right on the inside of your envelope, making just the cutest little liner. It's darling. Now I could, if I wanted to, take another piece of that paper. Let's grab another sheet. And I could cut it again, only this time I'm going to use the back side. Maybe we should use something contrasting. Oh, maybe we'll use something contrasting so it's easier to see. Oh, yellow. I'm going to use the back side of the yellow, almost as if it was just basic cardstock. And I'm going to put my envelope down. And send it on through. And again, one roll should be enough. Woo! That's okay. The cracks and the creaks are fine. It just means it's getting cut. Send it on through. Move my die over there so I don't lose it. Put this here. Now I could just kind trying to layer that on top. I'm gonna have to rescore my yellow one so it folds, but then I could tape those in place. And look at how cute is that? And then when I fold it, well, I should tape it in place first, should I? Yes, let's tape it in place so it doesn't move. So I'm going to tape them together. Put a piece of Stacey tape on down. You would do a much better job of taping than I'm doing. I'm just trying to get these together so you can see them. I want this one down just slightly so that yellow acts as a liner to our liner, or a shadow to our liner. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it in my card base. So when I slide it on down, I want to make sure that my blue score line is lined up with the score line of my envelope. I'm going to take it and slide it on down and make sure that my blue is what is lined up with my envelope. I'm a little high. There we go. And then fold down. It's so cute. Isn't that so cute? And easy. Piece of cake. And now how do you want to decorate the outside? That's entirely up to you. Oh my goodness gracious. I could be, now mind you, make sure you stamp on the right side. I could come through and stamp right here and just start to color and make it pretty, but the envelope liners have more to it than that. Let's see if I can get a halfway decent stamp on here, being that it's, let's see, ready? Oh, give good pressure. Because I got to go through, I got to make it gush an awful lot. Good pressure. Oh, not too bad for having it full, but then I could decorate and finish it, and it's so cute. Add a little bit of Stacey tape up here, get that going, keep it in place. Easy peasy. But that's not all that their dies do. No, their dies do more than that. Because what if you wanted to add a detail into that image? Oh my gosh. I love, love, love that. And then I'd finish it in the front and I'd just make it so stinking cute. But their dies do more than that. Remember those little inserts I told you about? These little guys, this one's got little hearts in them. This is what I call a decor die, meaning it has no cut edge on the outside. It's got cute little hearts, and it's going to cut into the paper, but not cut out of the paper. All right, let's do it so you can see what I'm talking about. And let's pick a different color. Let's do red. And I'll use it as, in fact, let's use this one so I don't use my pretty. Let's get a piece of red out of here. Okay, so again, I'm just going to cut my envelope liner straight out. Sizzix multi-purpose platform, whether it be the long one or the short one. My cut plate, my die, and this is the paper I want to see, so that's the paper face up. My do not cut plate, and I'm going to send it on through. Easy peasy. And you can see it's got two little score lines on either side to help you figure out where that score is supposed to be. It makes the cutest little envelope for a decoration for your layouts. Isn't that so cute? Okay, but then I want to add something more into it. And that's where those decor dies come in place. I can line this up and then cut those cute little hearts into the top of the envelope liner. Now, they're small, but I don't think that they're going to need a precision base plate. I think that they're going to be okay without one. So I'm going to go without. And I'm going to line it on up. Let's bring over my machine and put it on. I may be wrong, but we'll see. And then I'm going to send it on through. Now this one, because those are small little holes, small little hearts that I'm trying to put in, and I didn't use a precision base plate, I might just want to do a rotate and send it on back. I just rotated my whole platform 180 degrees because then it's going to hit the rollers in a very unique, different way than it did before. Hopefully making all of those little little hearts just fall out perfectly. Oh, and it did! I love, 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 love. Oh my gosh. Okay. How cute is that? With all those little hearts falling out. And then you could take a piece of, let's say, glittered paper and cut a triangle behind it. So when you open it up, the hearts are not white. They've got glitter coming through them. Oh my gosh, there's so much you could do. I could take a piece of, let's say, pink paper. Oh, okay, let's try pink. And let me cut a triangle close to what this is. Well, I could just take it and roll it, right? I could. Let's just take my die, bring over my Big Shot machine, multi-purpose platform completely closed, clear plate, cut plate, die, and I don't want to waste all that paper. That would be a waste of good paper. I'm just going to cut this piece because I don't want to waste all my paper. Because I want that. That's the only piece I really want anyway. Cover it up. Send it through. Bring it back. Ha 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 ha. Line it up. And now I've got little pink hearts. So I could put, okay, let's tape it together. The putting together gets in the way of my creativity. I just want to play. Let's put a little piece here just to hold it together, and a little piece there just to hold it together. And peel off and peel off. The actual doing. I just want to sit and die cut and play and see how many different things I can make. And let's put that down. How cute is that? So now I've backed my little hearts with the little pink. Stinking darling. But that's not all you can do. These dies give you so much. I could take and put a small cut plate from a Sizzix or a Sidekick machine in there, or maybe a heavy piece of chipboard, and I could put some hearts in my corner and then put a piece of paper in there to cover them up. I mean, I've got so many options. And then there's that other lovely set that has those really intricate pieces to them. So let's cut. Let's see what happens if I cut this one. This one's going to be bigger, but I can trim it off there. Let's try. Okay, so I've got that one. So let's try another one, and let's pull another piece of paper out. And let's do the green. So I'm gonna die cut. Oh, we'll do the green and the pink because I have that piece right there because I didn't waste it. We're gonna die cut out another base. Ooh. There we go. Die cut out another base. So easy peasy, mac and cheesy. Then I'm gonna grab my big decor die. And this one is a big one. So I'm gonna line it up there. And this time I am gonna have to use a precision base plate. And what is a precision base plate? Let me grab it for you. This is a Sizzix precision base plate. You really need this if you're using anything that's an intricate die. Remember how I said this one is not so intricate, I can put my hand through it, there's nothing in the metal in the middle? See how detailed this die is? This die is not just gonna cut out and fall out uber easy with one roll. You want to use what's called a precision base plate. And you'll see the directions on one side and the chrome on the other. This is version 3 of precision base plate, so it doesn't matter if you have version 1, version 2, or version 3. And this is going to take the place of that bottom clear plate that I've been using. It's going to take the place, so I'm not going to use this right now because I have this one instead. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow the die to bite into the metal to cut all the way through the paper, ideally pretty simply with a front and a back, and usually I will do a turn. So I want to see what's going to happen if I do this. So I'm going to line it up knowing that it's bigger. And then I'm going to send it on through on my precision base plate. Now, if you can read the directions to a precision base plate, you're doing it wrong. You need that shiny side facing you. If you can read how to use it, stop, you're doing it backwards. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna just give it a rotate. Now I can either lift this up and rotate 190 degrees, or it's in there pretty good. I can do a whole 180 degree rotate. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna let the roller that's in my machine, regardless of what machine you have, it's gonna let it hit that die in a different way. Thereby, if it didn't cut through the first time, hopefully it cut through the second time, because every machine has got a sweet spot. Oh, well, happy day. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Okay, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful, Sizzix. You did a beautiful job with that die. Oh my gosh. And then in my card, How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. But remember, I could take, and again, just use my triangle. Let's see what happens. This time I do not need a precision base plate. Because why? Let me hear you say it. This is an open frame die. Big difference between these two types of dies. If you have dies like this that are intricate, that are not cutting well for you, you need to get a precision base plate. And yes, you can use a precision base plate with a platinum machine. So I'm going to need to put my clear plate right back down. I'm going to use just enough to get my, I'm going to trim that down just a little bit. Choop, choop. Better. I'm going to use just enough to get out the triangle that I need. I'm going to put my do not cut plate right on top and send it through. There's no reason to waste all the paper if all I really want is that one triangle. This way you can cut 4 out of 1. Easy peasy. And by the way, yes, I'm storing all of my dies on my gotcha tool. This is the Simply Refined Gotcha. It's my version of a main attraction, only bigger, much bigger, and it lays flat or it easels up. And you can pick up all your dies with them if you lose your dies, or it's just nice to have them right there, handy storage for you, so you don't have to fish around for them. Okay. Oh my gosh. And I love the color combination. All right, let me take and put some of it down because I know me. Let's just take a little bit of tape just to hold it in place. I would definitely use a thinner tape than this one, but that's okay. I just want to get it on there so it holds it in place. A little bit higher. Okay, so I've got them connected, and now I could put and glue that onto the inside of my envelope. And make a beautiful liner. These dies are wonderful, and Sizzix has so many of them that will work within each other and accessories to them. But I will tell you the two that I like the most, the 2 sets that I like the most, because I believe there are 3 sets, and I will show you 3 sets. But the 2 sets that I like the most is the set here, and it is 662792, and this set here, which is 663586. I love these 2 sets the most because look at how beautiful all of that is. And they will work together and interchange between each other and give you so many options. Love, love, love them. So pretty. Okay, I've got oodles to show you. I want to talk about samples because there's tons here. So I'm going to start with the Sizzix dies first, maybe? Maybe I'll start with the Sizzix dies first. Yeah, I'll start with the Sizzix dies first because they do have quite an assortment. Now, these, they're $6.99 and then they're 20% off. They will do all of the lovely corners for you. They do beautiful corners at a price that is amazing. This little guy, it's confetti. It cuts all those little pieces out at once to make your own confetti. If you want to put your, well, for shaker cards, it's awesome, really awesome if you don't want to use sequins. And if you have a card that you open up and you wanted to have little confettis in it, now you've made your own. This one here is a wax ring look. So it has something that, you know, those old-fashioned wax rings that you would stamp into that seal. I guess it's a stamp, a seal, a wax seal on your envelope. That gives you that look of that old-fashioned wax seal with the die to go with it. Wait till you see the samples using this. It's beautiful. And then here you've got just a cute little set to do your cute little postmarks, and just absolutely darling. And again, $7.99. And you get the dies and the stamps. You cannot go wrong. You are going to see this stamp in lots and lots of the samples. It's beautiful. It really is absolutely gorgeous. It gives you the outside frame that you can then put your or your address in there, or just the hello. It's got all sorts of beautiful little embellishments to go with it. And it's $9.99, and of course it'll be on a YouTube Yummy. Now these two are for Christmas. And we brought them in just because I wasn't sure if at Christmas time they would still have them. So I know it's not Christmas, but these are absolutely meant for your mail, for Happy Mail, for doing your envelopes and your cards. I just wasn't sure if they would be here for Christmas. And you can see it's got the little stamp, and it's got, look at how cute the little stamp is. And it's got a little frame for you to do your mailing label to. And it's got some of the cute little decorative pieces. It really is darling. Same here, you even have to and from. You've got just lovely little decorator pieces to decorate your envelopes. And then so here's the two that I like the best. Not that the third isn't great. Here's the two that I like the best, and the two that I would recommend if you're looking for the envelope dies. If you can only buy one, buy this one, because this one gives you the base for 2 different size envelopes. This one only gives you the base for 1 envelope, but it gives you all the insert pieces. So if you can only get one, get this one. But if you can get both of them, you're gonna have a whole lot to play with. The third one is more for Christmas. So it's got North Pole delivery and let it snow. So again, I brought it in because I wasn't sure if by time Christmas gets here, this will still be available. Okay, let me show you some of their samples. So, hello, and these are the Sizzix envelopes in the craft. Hello, and then there's that wax seal looking, and then open it up. Just darling. And then we have another. Turn it around. How cute is that? Right? And again, all the craft envelopes you see are from Sizzix. Look at remember that little detail piece I told you about? They're really inexpensive. They're so inexpensive for that price, those little corners. And they just add a beautiful little touch to it. Look at how cute is this. And this one, there is no liner, but they took one of the little detail pieces and just put it on the edge. Again, this is, I think that's, is it that 7? It's the $6.99 one. Look at how cute. And we're limited. Look at how beautiful is this. Hello. Oh my gosh, right? And then inside is a Happy Valentine's Day. Look at how gorgeous is that. That's with the other set that I like. So these 4 are that second set. Is there a 4th one? There should be a 4th one. Don't know what I did with the 4th one, but it's that second set. This one right here. These are from that. Right? It just, It just finishes everything off. It just looks absolutely beautiful. But then, what if you wanted to cut into it? Because some of them give you words. Hello, friend. So when they open it up, that's what they see. Hello, friend. You don't even have to decorate the outside. How cute is that? Just a little added something. Or how clever is this? You're invited. So before they even pull the invitation out, you've already made them feel welcome in that you're invited. Love, love, love. These are some of the corners, the different corners that Ellison Sizzix has. So pretty. And then here we have some teeny tiny little samples for gift cards. And again, these are Ellison envelopes. We sell them. We'll have them for you. Here's that wax ring. Is it a wax seal? Whatever. Is that gorgeous? And they just stamped and embossed it and then cut it out. That's with embossing powder over the top. Oh my gosh, because it has the die. It's beautiful. And look at Merry Christmas. How cute. And all the craft envelopes are from Sizzix. Okay, then we have my sets. So let's pull my sets out. And there's 4 of them. There's the butterflies, and it says sending butterfly kisses. I know you have lots of butterflies, but they make my heart happy. We have the set that I used today that has for the stamps. It has Happy Mail. It has Happy Mail for you. It has hugs enclosed. Little bit of everything. Here you've got one that's got the frame that you can stamp and then address into. And this is beautiful. Wait till you see the samples. And again, the one that I thought might be a little tricky for you to get, to understand, but very useful and very easy to use. So let's do some of my samples. So here's one just as a card, not using it for the envelopes at all. And then here's the butterflies as an envelope. And then here's one that we did today that they're doing downstairs. This one says hugs enclosed. And then it's got the liner. Here we have the butterflies, Happy Mail 4. And if you lay it flat, you can stamp the full butterfly. So when it turns, you've got it on the back too. Look at how cute is that? And this is just coloring. These are the exclusive Scrapbooking Made Simple sets. Told you that one was beautiful. That's this one. Right? Gorgeous. Then we have here, and again, this isn't an envelope at all. This is just a happy card, just a lovely card, using a set that you may not have understood when you first see it. And then we have here, using the frame. And the one we used today with the hugs enclosed. How cute is that, right? And just a card. Not using it for an envelope at all. So they're multi-useful. You get lots of options with them. The point is to give you as much as we can for the value so that, oh, look at how cute is that shaker. As much as we can for the value. And then here it is using the top and the bottom, as opposed to, I reversed them so they were catty corner, but here's using the top and the bottom. And then my girls made some super cute ones. So these are using some of the Ellison dies. I know, isn't that darling? And the Ellison stamp set. Again, using the Ellison stamp set and the Sizzix dies, so the Sizzix dies and stamps. On the outside and on the inside, hello. You have such options. Naughty, nice. Look at that. Again, on the outside of the envelope and on the inside. With a little stamp down here and do your address. North Pole has been embossed there. North Pole delivery. They just add a little something. Good tidings. Oh, so pretty. Happy mail. Again, using Sizzix dies and just easy to do. And then we have Let It Snow. Last but not least, we have the Inky Antics sets. They're mail pals. And this is the set that I used today just to go along the bottom. So they've got several that are made specifically to go with your envelopes. But that's not the only thing you can use them for. These little icons can be used for anything. Look at how cute is this? And then here's for your two. Look at how darling is this. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. And look at this one. They just are darling. Arc on Wild and Friends is the parent company of Inky Antics and Northwoods and Darcy's and Stampers Anonymous, and I mean just a whole host of companies. Look at how cute these are. All right, let me show you the samples using just the Darcy's. No, not Darcy's, the Inky Antics. Okay, so they use that little one just to make a cute card. So these are what they call their mail pals, because you can use them for your mail. See, look at how cute are those icons. You can use them for your mail. Okay, this has to be one of my favorites. It's this set right here. Right? Is that the cutest thing ever? Okay, and then I have to find which set this one came from. Look at how cute is this. It's like faux washi tape, and it comes in this set right here. That's it, that's the stamp right there. Look at how cute. Like you put little washi tape around the whole thing. Okay, so now they did theirs going up as opposed to me. I did mine the other way, so I could put a piece of paper across the top. But you have options. And then this is using that little stamp set that I used the first time. And then look at how cute is this. Again, using that little first stamp set for $7.95. Oh my gosh, I told you it had winter. Look at the winter. It had winter and spring and summer and birthday and Valentine's and Halloween. How cute are these? So these are called Mail Pals from Inky Antics. Just darling. So cute. So there is lots and lots and lots of options for you today. Lots and lots of options for you. And you can't go wrong with any of them, because no matter what you create, no matter what you make, no matter how you do it, whether it be a layout or a mini album or a mixed media piece or a card, whatever you've made, if you've put your heart and soul into it and then you're giving it to somebody else, you have given them just a little piece of yourself. And I guarantee you, no matter what level crafter you are, they are going to love it because you did it. It's no different than when a little one brings you a picture that they made in kindergarten. You love it because they did it, not because it was the most beautiful smiley face or rainbow that you ever saw. You loved it because they did it and they were so excited to give it to you. Well, that's what these stamps and dies to do your envelopes are with. They give you that little extra something that before they even open whatever you've put inside, it's already magical. And who doesn't want to get a little piece of magic every now and then? E-cards are great, but there's nothing better than making somebody something that you've created. All right, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple. Really long, I know, but it is what it is. So scrapbookingmadesimple.com is where you're going to find all of these, especially the exclusive stamp sets. Those are mine only, and you're not going to get them anywhere else. Hopefully you love everything, and it's all on a YouTube Yummy sale. Bye, everybody. Toodles.